Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Reaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Today I have a very interesting video for you. We're going to talk about the tools that I use on a daily basis that other content creators have made, or other softwares that I use on a daily basis to help manage my workload with real life and my workload with Raid. So obviously we know that Raid is getting more tedious with time and stuff like that, and it had more content, but not really trying to lower our gameplay and game time down. So I know that probably about 90% of the community struggles with game time and stuff like that, or I'd like to think it's less, but I generally do think it's like 90%. So I'm going to talk about free apps today, or free websites or whatever that helps me save time. So I do a lot of takeovers as well, so this generally helps me. So if you're a content creator or a small content creator starting to come up through the ranks, I definitely do recommend these things as well. For most of these websites you will generally need a computer for sure. So unfortunately the apps don't really work on mobile, but I think if you're mobile anyway, you're probably not struggling on time as much as possible, or you're just not like super active as the end game player. So at the moment this is one of the websites. So I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to open up another website as well, which I generally do use on a daily website. So I'm going to rank these in order as well and stuff like that. So the one thing that I would like to point out, and I will link their channels below, and I'll tell you what I mean when I start speaking about them. But the first one has to be Jedward website, right? So I do takeovers and stuff like that. So I do clan boss takeovers, and I'm mainly making this video for people that are new to Raid as well, that might be aware of these resources available that is free to them. So you know, example, arena calculator, right? This really helps with speed tuning and stuff like that. I'm not logged in, so you can't really see it, so I'm just gonna log in quickly and kind of show you what I mean. So there is a premium option, that's up to you guys. I'm not really here to sell that, but you've got a arena calculator, which is really useful. So for example, if you want to speed tune your arbiter, which about 90% of the community still uses that arbiter, you can just generally do your bits and bobs like this, and this will just make your arena experience a bit more friendly. So you add to your let me just turn on my caps, let's not turn them on. Let's just look at this. For some reason it won't delete right now, probably not a good time. Anyway, let's say arbiter, right? So we're gonna have arbiter. Let's see if it let me change the speed now. It does. Let's say 300 speed, which is quite normal. 3 speed sets, law of steel, which is a mastery, a job, which is going to be a turn meter, and then the 8-3, which is the one that does a meter. Then say you want to speed tune into warlord, warlord, and then you do the same into this job, and then you want him to do a crowd control job, and then use the A3, which will do the lockout, and then you can speed tune the whole website. So that's generally good, and I probably don't use this one on a daily basis if I'm honest, but I do still use this quite regularly. And then you do have other things like clan boss calculator, which is really useful. I don't generally use clan boss calculator myself a lot, but it's generally is a useful tool. But again, speed tunes really a lot of information. I've used this for a lot of things, and I'm pretty sure he's going to add the new legendary, which is going on for the future right now. So that is one of the apps that I generally find quite helpful. Now, I don't know if I'd still be playing Raid if it wasn't for these apps. I think these apps help a lot of people, content creators, or just the community in general. Another one as well, which I find is very useful, is How Hades website. So How Hades Gaming, obviously everyone knows How Hades is the biggest content creator in Raid right now, and probably will stay as the biggest right now for a very long time. So I do like the website. I don't use the website daily, but I do use the HH tool daily, which is inside this. And the good news is the HH tool is coming to mobile in the next couple of months. I'm not trying to sell this or anything. It's just this is what I use on a daily basis and stuff like that. So at the moment, it wants me to do an update, which I'm not going to do as I make this video, but the How Hades optimizer is very useful. If you don't know how to use the optimizer, How Hades has a lot of videos, a lot of guides on how to use it. It's really, really simple. And yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult. And I do recommend also get the premium version for the dungeons, especially if you're not so knowledgeable like some people in Raid. So they're like the two big things that really help me on a daily basis. But the one that helps me the most, and then this isn't made by a content creator, and I made a video on this before, and I just wanted to do an update video on this as well, is actually going to be this. So this is a bit like BlueStacks. It's called LD Player. Now I have no links, nothing like that to try and say, oh yeah, click the link below, etc. That's not the point of this video. The video is just to try and help you with your game time and your management, and trying to give you a bit of an easier life. So for example, right now we have the fusion going on, right, and it's a lot of resources, and the auto clicks, sometimes the amount of auto battles you get is not enough for you to do. So this has a auto clicker, right? So as you see, I have one set up for this and stuff like that. So if I go into a battle, I can generally use it to be an auto clicker just in any part of the game, just like BlueStacks. But it's not as glitchy as BlueStacks. So BlueStacks is very situational on what accounts it works on. It's very very interesting with sometimes on some accounts. BlueStacks, it crashes. You know, if you're farming, you go away from your computer, they'll basically close down and not reopen back up. But this is generally like a good way to do this. So you record a screen, built-in macro, which is an auto clicker. And to be honest, LD Player is much lighter than BlueStacks. So I definitely do recommend it, especially if you don't have a lot of room on your computer as well. So right now I can run 6 accounts plus my raid account on this and control it very useful. But there is an extra perk as well that really helps me as well. So very clear and stuff like that. Obviously I can set up multiple accounts as well at the same time, which is very, very nice. And also, like, if you want to do your referral accounts, which is what I will do some point of my free to play, I will be using that to, you know, work away when I'm at home and away. So yep. And then as you can see, I have multiple accounts set up here doing its thing as well. It generally does the exact same as BlueStacks, but much better and consistent. Another thing as I want to talk about is right now as well, it links up to your mobile phone, and this is the big game changer for me. So it links up to the mobile phone, and for me, who is very busy, I go off, do my full-time job, I need to sometimes check my computer on my breaks or whenever I go to the toilet or whatever, especially during C versus C, especially between when there's a fusion going on and stuff like that. So there is an app that you can download from the back of this LD player that allows you to link up to your phone and control your computer. Now there is an app called TeamViewer that allows you to do that, but TeamViewer is very glitchy, like BlueStacks, very heavy and stuff like this, and this is very light. So as you can see right now, I have 2 monitors on my screen. What I'm able to do is control through this link. Now it's very easy to install. You can go and check out the link. If you download LD Player, this will give you a link and the option to do this. So as you can see right now, there is screen 1, which is controlling Raid, and I can generally do what I want in Raid, right? So anyone that knows how to use TeamViewer knows that it's very glitchy and it's very difficult and slow and clunky to get around. But I am able to do whatever I damn need to do. Now, when I go on holiday, this is amazing, right? Because I'm in Indonesia doing my thing, and I'm in here like this. By the way, it's much quicker for me to still play on here through this app than it is just for me to have Raid on my phone. So again, I can see this, go into a battle, all on mobile, no mouse or anything like that, and just generally is a beautiful app to do. So that is really, really cool and really, really useful. And this is a good thing where maybe you don't want to do your Hydra runs, maybe your Hydra runs are full auto. Okay, cool. So I can come in here, refresh this, do what I need to do there, come out of here, go into Hydra, and then press battle, right? Or I can go into clan boss, and if you don't have the quick option like most people do who are end game, then you're very stuck for the things that you want, which is very troubling, right? So you just want to go in here. I see I can press my quick battle, I can just do that, and most people don't have the quick battles, but guess what, I do. So you know, it's very useful, but otherwise I've just got to keep on going, right? So there's one clan boss done. I'm going to go into here again, mobile phone, straight in. Amazing, right? Get that stuff out of the way. And if you don't have the quick battles, you can just press the auto start, and this works on laptop as well. Very good for laptops. And I have my whole PC on my phone. There's a second screen. There's a second screen as well where you can see where I'm streaming and stuff like that. Very, very useful, right? And I can also open up different instance on my phone. Now you can have 2 instances for free, and then you can pay $1 for third one. And I think the next one is $4 to have instance open from your phone. But honestly, you don't need to pay that, because the app just itself, control your computer, is more referrals. I'm able to log in and out of Raid accounts. I'm able to right click on my screen, close down the gameplay or stuff like that. And generally with all these maintenance that are going on, which has been a lot lately, just really helps me control my game time and helps me do what I need to do. Faction wars, guess what? Log in at lunchtime, we're in the faction laws, right? Easy peasy. I was gonna say something else then, but I gotta be careful what I say. And just generally these things help me on a daily basis, controlling 2 raid accounts are free to play and my main, which is not very easy to do, and stuff like that. So anyway, hopefully this really help you guys. I'll leave all the links down to these apps and websites in my links below. And if you're not giving How Hades or Jedward a subscribe on our YouTubes, definitely go check them out. I'll also leave their links below. Very good content creators, much bigger than myself, and hopefully this really helps you guys with your gameplay and just generally enjoy a bit more time to yourself, or be a bit smarter with your game time, or a bit smarter throughout the stuff that you do throughout the day. Make your life a bit easier when you get home, and stop missing these daily quests and stuff like that, which is what you're probably struggling with on a daily basis, like most people are. So there we are, guys. Hopefully this really helps you. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe for this video. It really does help push us out, and I want this to hit as many people as possible. Go and check out the giveaway that I'm doing, and yeah, we'll do that draw at some point. And yeah, I really hope this really helps you. Peace.